Hey guys, happy, what's the day today? Thursday. Sorry guys, I'm off work. Alright, so I got a surprise today. I was rummaging through trying to figure out something to do with some leftover burger I had, and Bobby says come up with a recipe, so I watched. I'm putting together my own version of, he doesn't even know, y'all. Oh, and did I say welcome to Cooking with Brenda Lee? Well, welcome to Cooking with Brenda Lee, y'all. I'm going to do a cheesy beef and potato roll. We're actually going to do some sliced potatoes. We'll get there. And we're actually going to roll it. Some of y'all might know what it is. I said, ooh, let me make one of these. All right, so I'm going to go over the ingredients. I've got 1.5 pounds of burger. I have burger about a big chub and I had to use up. So, burger, going to need 8 ounces, give or take, mozzarella cheese. I did 4 large potatoes and sliced them thin. These are going to go in the oven. We'll get there. Peeled and sliced sideways, guys, so they're cut this way, not the little short way. Gonna need some olive oil, salt, and pepper. All right, now I just took veggies I had in my oven. I've got medium finely chopped onion. I've got like 4 Roma tomatoes. I do not have tomato paste, which is what most of the recipes call for, so I'm going to cook down some tomatoes. I'm going to put about 1/2 cup of ketchup in it, give or take. I diced what green and red bell peppers I had. I've got some cumin, about a teaspoon, a little over. I've got garlic powder, and I didn't have any regular paprika, so I'm going to use my sweet paprika. So that's the ingredients, and I said salt and pepper. So I'm going to get my electric skillet set up, and we're going to get this thing going. And you are going to need a cookie sheet lined with parchment paper, because we're going to roll. So I'll be back as soon as I get this burger going. So stay with me. It's going to be a good one. Okay, y'all. So I'm going to use my electric skillet so y'all can see what I'm doing. I've got it heating. I put about 2 tablespoons of olive oil in here. So we're going to add our meat. Y'all know I got my little meat tool that I like so much. Alright, so we're going to get this chopped up a little bit. Get this oil to the other side so it'll quit popping. Hope everybody's having a good Thursday. I was off today. I'm just blowing stuff. I should use my... Guys, I had some surgery on my arm Monday. Get the rest of this basal cell carcinoma cancer out my shoulder. So about 80 stitches later and a sore shoulder, but I'm going to cook today. But everything's good. God's good, and I'm blessed to have this out of my system. So hopefully that's my last Mohs surgery, and I'm good. All right, so 1.5 pounds of burger. I'm going to salt this up. And we're going to pepper. And guys, like I said, I'm using tomatoes and ketchup in this because I didn't have no tomato paste of all things. Alright, so peppers and onions. You can use more or less, that's all I had. I'm going to put in my onions. But I do hope everybody's having a good day, guys. Appreciate you all. Alright, and I'm going to go ahead and put my tomatoes in because I want these to cook down. So I'm just going to cook them all in with the peppers and the onions and the ground beef. So probably a little bit of that grease. I'm using my 80/20. It doesn't produce a lot of grease, and that hurts my shoulder. So we're going to switch arms. Guys, once this gets cooking and almost brown, I'll be back with you, and then I'm going to add my seasonings and my ketchup in. I'm not going to put that in right now. So anyhow, give me about 10 minutes or so, and I'll be back, and we'll do some more of this video. So stay with me, guys. Alright, y'all, so my meat's not all the way done, but probably 80% done. So I'm going to add my seasonings. I've got my ground cumin. I've got my garlic powder and my paprika. I already put my salt and pepper in there. And guys, you can leave out the tomatoes, like I said, and just put, and the ketchup, and put tomato paste in there. And I did not drain this because this has to cook down and simmer because I want all them vegetables to cook down. And if I have to go back and adjust the sauce, I will to my liking. You all can do the same. I'll figure out if I need a little bit more, a little bit less, since I didn't have tomato paste. So I'm going to turn this down to about 350. I might have to come back in with a little bit more ketchup, but as soon as it cooks down, we'll figure it out. And this is going to be the filling. So as soon as I get this done, I'm going to come back and we're going to get the potato part of this recipe going, which is really going to be kind of fun, the potato and cheese. So I'll be back with you on just a bit. I'm going to let this cook down and then I'll be back. So stay with me. It smells good. Okay, so I've got my baking pan parchment paper. Now, we're not putting all this cheese on here, guys. The cheese is what's going to adhere the potatoes together. So you want to just do a light sprinkle. You don't want a lot. This is like the glue for the potatoes, because we've got to put cheese on the inside. And we're going to put cheese on the outside when it's done. Guys, I've never made this before. It'll be another first. Alright, that's all the cheese I'm going to put down. And then what you're going to do, I've probably cut a few extra potatoes, but it's going to be alright. So, then you're going to take your potatoes. These are sliced about 1/4 of an inch thick, give or take. And you're just going to layer them, overlap a little bit. And you're just going to do this row by row. And you want to overwrap them because that's what's going to make your, I'll put the thin ends up here. Like I always say, putting the puzzle together. Y'all know I like doing fun things. Now, however this comes out to be seen, but I got the utmost confidence. Alright, so I'm going to keep layering this. That's kind of thick. Let me see if I can find my other thin ones. Guys, I've got my oven on 400. This is going to go in the oven for approximately 25 minutes. And we're almost to the end of this, but I need to finish this step for you all. As long as my cameraman keeps his patience. I think it just pretty well came right out on point, y'all. Kind of a bigger one. Let's go. I know, decisions, y'all. Alright, so we're going to go right there with that. Okay, so as soon as you get your little layer, and you want to leave one end down here because that's where it's going to end when we roll it this way. I probably could have moved my paper down a little bit. Alright, now, we're going to salt this. Salt these potatoes. Salt helps the potatoes cook. I gotta turn my meat down. I can hear it bubbling over here. I want it to simmer now. Okay, and then olive oil. I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of olive oil, y'all. I don't have a sprinkler, so we're just gonna drizzle on each row of potatoes. And like I said, this is going in the oven for 25 minutes. And as soon as this is done, I'll bring it out and we're gonna put our mixture on here and roll this up. So I'll be back in about a half hour, y'all. Okay, y'all, so my potatoes are done. This is like totally cool. This is a little crispy, but it's going to be all right. And as you can see how that is like really neat. I'm going to let this cool a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead and put my mozzarella cheese on top of here just a little bit. If I need a little bit more cheese, I've got some more. So what I'm going to do... is I'm going to put my mixture on here, on top of here, and I'm going to let this cool for about 10 minutes so I can, there's got to be an easier way to do this. I need a spoon. Hold on, y'all. And my meat smells really good. So I think I did go back in, add a little bit more garlic. I added a little bit more ketchup, and I put a little bit more salt and pepper in there. This is going to be interesting, but y'all know me. I try anything once. This little potato thing would probably be good stuff with like steak and cheese. I was trying to think what else I could stuff with it. But rolling is going to be the fun part. And guys, I'm kind of pressing this down. And it's going to be thick when it rolls. It's I was just telling my girl Marilyn, I was on the phone with her, and I told her, she says, roll it. I said, yeah, you roll it up like a jelly roll. Jelly roll cakes. I don't know how else to tell her that. So, I think I've got it about where I want it. I don't want so much meat that I can't roll it. I think I'm going to just leave it right at that. I don't have but a spoonful left. Alright, so I'm going to let this set for a minute because I don't want to burn my fingers. I'm going to come back and we're going to roll it. And all we have to do is roll it and just turn it sideways on the parchment paper. It's going to go right back in the oven for about 10 more minutes. So I'm going to let this set for about 2 to 3 minutes, maybe 5. I'm going to come back and we're going to roll it up. So I'll be right back. Okay guys, so as you can see, I've started rolling this, and this thing's hot. So I'm just going to use my paper and roll it. Just pull my paper out as I go. Bobby goes, you're losing stuff. Well, it might have a little bit too much meat on it. And I'm probably going to have to change this paper out. But I'll figure it out. So you got the gist of it. Yeah, I'm losing meat. I should use my bigger baking sheet. But anyway, that's the gist of it. So I'm at the end, and I'm going to change this paper and then move it right back on the top. So let me clean this little mess up that I made, and I'm going to switch out my paper, and then we're going to finish this up and get it back in the oven for 10 minutes. So I'll be right back with you. Okay, everyone, so I had to move this over. We had to change the paper. So anyway, I'm going to sprinkle a little bit more mozzarella cheese on the top. This is going back in the oven for 10 minutes, same temperature, 400. All this cheese is going to melt right over the top. Alright. Guys, I guess you could use whatever cheeses you want. I just used the mozzarella, because that's what I had the most of. But that's what they used in the video, was mozzarella. Alright, y'all. So I'm going to pop this back in the oven for 10 minutes. And as soon as it's done, I'll bring it out. We're going to cut it open. So I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm done, guys. I put this back in the oven for 10 minutes. That was it. And I moved it to my cutting board. I'll let this set for a minute. So I'm going to cut this in the middle so y'all can see it. Looks good. Smells good. As Bobby says, does it taste good? I'm trying to open this up a little bit so y'all can see inside of it. I don't know if it's going to work that way. I'm trying to let it settle a little bit more, y'all, before I put it on the plate. But I'm going to try to get it so Bobby can get a picture in the middle. So you can see all the layers, the meat, the cheese, and the potatoes. So there you go. Beef, cheese, and potato roll. So we're going to give this a shot in a little bit. Anyhow, guys, thanks again for hanging out with me, Cooking with Brenda Lee. I appreciate my subscribers. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Turn on the notification bell so when I drop a video, it'll let you all know. Guys, I hope everybody has a great Thursday. We're going to eat this in just a little bit, and I'll let you all know in my comments how good it is. And everybody be blessed. And until my next video, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate y'all.